Hi, I'm Chip Roan with your Armstrong Neighborhood Channel, and you're watching In the Know. For this episode, we're going to be learning about an upcoming production at the Geyer Performing Arts Center in Scottsdale. And joining me is Barb Rolla and Rich Bear. Hello, folks.
Hi.
Good to see you both again.
Good to see you.
Yeah. So they are serving as the co-directors for this production. And tell me, how did you pick It's a Wonderful Life?
So Rich and I have actually directed It's a Wonderful Life together several years ago, and it's one of my favorite Christmas movies, and I'll tell you why. The show really focuses on the true meaning of Christmas, and one of the greatest gifts that God can give us is the gift of life, and why our life is so important. Christmas is all about presents, but God gives us the present of life.
Right.
So especially in this time and around the holiday season, a lot of times people are sad, they're depressed, they're not quite sure why are they here, what are they doing. So we really take the time in the show to specifically focus on the importance of life and how you never know whose life you touch until it's over, and just to remind people why they're here and what this season is all about.
Yeah. And this movie really brings that to light because you don't think about it until you go through and you see if George wasn't there, some of the things that would have happened or wouldn't have happened.
Right, and that's really important because sometimes we don't realize how many lives we touch, and that's what we really want to get across to the audience.
Yeah. Now, you mentioned about you've directed this before. You want to talk about, they may look familiar to folks because we've interviewed them before, but if in a different setting.
Yes.
Talk about how you and Rich have been working together in theater.
So Rich and I have been together 13, 14 years now. We were the co-directors of Mount Pleasant High School. And when we kind of retired from there, I knew that I didn't want to lose him as my, partner in crime for directing. And so when I had the opportunity to direct at the Geyer, I called Rich and kind of reeled him in with me. And especially since we've done this show before, it was kind of, a no-brainer, I think, for both of us to do it.
Yeah, it's going to be something that I think the public's going to really enjoy. We're going to try and do not a different take. We're going to stick to the original as much as we can so that you can enjoy what you've been seeing over these years live on stage instead of a movie.
Yeah. So. And it's a classic, so that's a little bit of a challenge, I would imagine.
It's a big challenge, especially for the venue we're dealing with. The Geyer is a nice theater, but the stage is small. So a lot of the
it was built as a movie theater, so...
Yes, good point. So the setting, it's not going to be easy to change, and some of the sets may seem minimal to some, but I think the cast will be able to pull it all together with their acting ability and pull the audience into what's happening on the stage.
Use your imagination, right?
A little bit. Not a whole lot, but a little bit.
So talk about the cast. Size of the cast, age of the cast.
Cast is 27 people, and it starts from 8 years old and all the way up to 77.
Yeah. And you had open auditions for this, so you had a call out to the community.
We did. We had to spend an evening going through, how many people do we say?
40, 50?
40, 50 people at that point, looking for the right people.
That's good that you had that many come out.
Yeah, the interest was high.
That's impressive.
Yeah, very nice.
So rehearsals have already begun. You've already been working on that.
Working strongly. We're going to be on stage next week, which is a nice thing to be, actually where you need to perform. Because of the Geyer schedule, they have things going on. You can't be there all the time.
Yeah.
Not like the high school, which was dedicated to us when we were there.
Right.
But it's a challenge.
So you're working off stage right now.
Correct.
So blocking will be important once you actually get on stage.
Well, we're blocking right now, even though they're not on stage. So they have some idea what they're going to be able to do when they get there.
Yeah. So. Well, it's nice you have that nice age spread, too. So you said your father is actually in the show?
Yes. My father plays the voice of God in the beginning.
That's a good voice.
It is. It is. He loves it.
Yeah.
So, it's nice. And it's nice to see the older people's reactions to the really young kids. They play young George, young Violet, young Mary, and these kids are, 8 to maybe 10 years old. So seeing their reactions to the adults and the adults to them, it's genuine, it's sweet, it's kind, and, it's nice to see that huge age difference in everybody.
We have some really good kids that are doing this, the younger ones, and that's going to be that's going to pull at your heartstrings
Yeah.
when you see them do this, because they're really, I'm really impressed with them.
Yeah.
Really, really am.
Well, it's a great story. I mean, I was probably in my 30s before I saw it for the first time. Of course, it's been around a long time. And surprisingly, it didn't do well when it first came out at the movies. But it's a classic now.
No, actually, it did terrible at the
Yeah.
movies. It wasn't until years later
Yeah.
that it actually became a classic, which I think is a little mind-blowing to me because of the message of the story. How can you not fall in love with this, this play, this movie?
And Jimmy Stewart blamed Donna Reed for his not being a successful film. He said it was a problem for him. He was kind of mad at her. I think he eventually got over it, but in the beginning, because it didn't do very well.
Yeah, I heard that,
Yeah.
which is surprising because now, everyone knows. Well, there's some neat scenes in there. I'm sure you're not going to have the pool open up or anything like that. So.
Well, we're gonna simulate that, but not exactly.
Yeah, they could fall in the orchestra pit. That
Yeah,
would-
hey, don't give our secrets away.
That's right. Anything can happen. Let's talk about tickets, how folks can get tickets.
They can get tickets at the geyerpack.ludus.com website. Go right onto the Geyer website. You can order tickets right on there. Or, of course, you can always get tickets at the door at the box office.
Right. And how much are tickets?
Tickets are $15 a piece.
That sounds very affordable.
It is, and it's general seating, so you can walk in, sit wherever you'd like. It's not reserved seating that way, so that's nice as well with the play.
And the Geyer Performing Arts Center has a Facebook page, too, so if folks want more information, they could, I'm sure, find that on Facebook.
On the Facebook, it's also been posted across several different Facebook pages, across Westmoreland and several other ones where you can find the link.
Yeah. So tickets would be available at the door, but that's always a little bit of a risk because you could sell out.
Good, that's what we're hoping for, yes.
Fingers.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. So let's talk about some unique things about the production. What are some unique things that you're doing?
One of the unique things we're doing this show is when you come to see a play, it's usually just a straight play. Mm-hmm. But we're going to incorporate music for transition purposes and for scene changes, for general atmosphere for the whole show.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, that sounds good. You're going to incorporate some of that. And you brought someone along with you.
and we have Sue Ann Hurd, which was our music director at the high school for our shows. She's actually going to be playing in the pit for some part of the show and also teaching some of our actors what they're going to be doing as far as singing.
Right. Well, it's good the gang's all together again.
Yeah.
We are.
Yeah,
It's nice.
Yeah. Well, the Geyer does a nice. I've been to a number of shows over there and really enjoy it. It's just a nice community theater.
Mm-hmm.
And you pull from a large. I mean, your audience from a large area, but the cast is from a large area too.
Yeah.
You're from Greensburg. You're from Connellsville. You're everywhere in between.
New Kensington, we have a person coming from New Ken. So.
Yeah, that's great. Anything special about sets and costumes?
Well, like I said, sets are going to be as elaborate as we can make it based on the size of the stage that we have.
Okay.
Costumes are being handled by Felicia Cedar, and we have quite a few costumes from the Geyer's collection of that to choose from.
You
for
said
a show.
someone donated some things too?
Yeah.
Yeah, we had one of our cast members knew someone who actually had clothes from the 1940s, and specifically a military for Harry to wear that is from the 1940s.
Wow.
So we have some authentic pieces, which is neat.
Yeah, that's great. How about behind the scenes help? Other people that are helping you there that you haven't mentioned?
Well, we actually have several different crew members that we also brought in. We put a call out for crew. And so we had some crew members from Mount Pleasant, Jeanette, all different areas coming in to help us. One girl, her name is Bella Dempsey, and she is making all of the art. So when George lassos the moon for Mary, that picture is being drawn. And so there are other things that are very prominent in the movie that she is drawing from scratch for us that will be displayed on the stage throughout the show. So it's very neat.
What's the runtime for the show? How long is it?
Haven't timed that yet, but
Yeah.
I'm assuming for a play, you're probably talking, about 2 hours with intermission.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that sounds
Yeah.
about right. So we actually have one of the cast members here. We have the
Yes.
gentleman, Andy Hayes, who's playing George Bailey. So we're going to talk to Andy and find out how
Excellent.
things are going for him.
Yes.
So we are here with Andy Hayes. Andy is playing the part of George Bailey for It's a Wonderful Life. Hello, Andy.
Hello.
Yeah, so do you feel any pressure playing the part of Jimmy Stewart when this is his hometown is so close to here?
I feel an incredible amount of pressure to play Jimmy Stewart's one of Jimmy Stewart's iconic characters. It's a very challenging role. There's a lot of range of emotion in this role.
There is.
And yeah, you won't see an exact Jimmy Stewart impersonation, but I hope to come across with the emotion and all of the incredible, subtle acting performance of Jimmy from that film.
Yeah, it's great. I'm anxious to see it, so I'm really looking forward to it. Talk about other roles that you've played before. Have you played at the Geyer before?
I have. As recently as last year, I was the part of Mortimer Brewster in Arsenic and Old Lace. So,
Okay, that's a classic too.
yes, another classic, kind of channeling Cary Grant instead of Jimmy Stewart, but I'm hitting all of the classic roles here at the Geyer.
Now, we talked when we were off camera. I think you should visit Indiana, Pennsylvania, just to kind of pick up some Jimmy vibes. Are you thinking about doing that?
I am thinking about doing that. I have been to Indiana before, and somebody from the cast, the person who's playing Mary, reminded me, Jimmy Stewart's from Indiana. You should check out Indiana. So
Yeah, they have a museum there, the Jimmy Stewart Museum.
I've heard that if you do the traffic light buttons, then Jimmy Stewart himself will give you direction on traffic.
And if so, he should, but you're in his, in his hometown. What's your favorite thing about playing George Bailey?
So It's a Wonderful Life is not even like one of my favorite Christmas movies. It's one of my favorite movies.
Okay.
And I actually hadn't seen it until I was an adult.
Okay.
I think when I was a kid, I was just like, who cares about this?
It's black and white.
Black and white movie, yeah. But when I saw it for the first time, it was just so emotional, and it just like really touched me personally, and I kind of like teared up at the end, and I even every year that I watch it, I tear up a little bit at the end. So I'm just very excited about the role and filling those shoes.
Yeah, I think you'll do a great job. And congratulations, by the way. That's a big role to fill. How about some challenges with the role?
So there's just, I think like one of the big challenges is the character of George Bailey is a very likable character. Obviously, the whole story revolves around the fact that everybody in town is affected by him personally. But he's not a perfect character. He has his bad moments and he makes some mistakes. So I think there's a lot of great range in the character to be likable, but also kind of have these moments of imperfectness. Yeah. Imperfection.
Yeah, Bedford Falls is a small town. Yeah, Scottdale is a small town, so there's even some connections there too. Yeah. Well, I wish you well with the role, and looking forward to seeing it. Anything else you want to share about the part that you're playing?
I just hope everyone enjoys our performance, the performance of the whole cast, and enjoys their time watching the show.
Yeah, sounds good. Well, wish you well, Andy.
Thank you.
Break a leg.
Yeah, thank you.
And remember, every time a bell rings,
An angel gets its wings.
that's right. Well, it was good to talk to one of the cast members, and it sounds like it's going to be a great show.
He is a great George.
Yeah. So if you would, give us the dates and times and how people can buy tickets again.
They can go to geyerpack.ludus.com, buy it right off of their website, go to the Facebook page, or of course at the door. Tickets are $15 a piece. Show runs December 11th through the 13th at 7:30, and December 14th, I believe, at 2. And that's where they can go to get that.
Yeah, that's a Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Yes.
At 7:30, and
Yes.
then a Sunday at 2:00 p.m.
Correct.
Yeah, sounds good. Well, I wish you well with the show.
Thank you.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah. And now, you're in the know.